Hello, welcome back to Whisky Wednesday. Another Wednesday, another whisky review with me, Joe. So, continuing my Glengoyne vertical tasting reviews, moving on to the 15. Let's see if we can get it off without breaking it, making it all sharp like I did last week. 15 years old, natural colour, but all at 43%, so a higher strength. I'm going to pour it all in, may look like a lot, it's a double measure, but I would like to enjoy the rest of the whisky after the review. So, Glengoyne is a Highland distillery. As I mentioned in a couple more other Glengoyne reviews, the distillery itself rests in the Highland region, and then there is a warehouse over the road from the distillery, literally across a lane, country lane, which is technically in the lowlands. It's non-peated. They use sherry casks. They're famous for using sherry casks, and it is natural colour, which is awesome. This is 43%, it's 15 years old, let's get straight to it. Wow, okay, so already, compared to the 10-year-old that we had last week, this is richer, sweeter. Wow, I get imagine, it's like a fruit tea. You know, when you get those kind of raspberry kind of sweet fruit teas. It's got that going on. It's that kind of aromatic style of fruitiness. It's not too heavy on the sherry, but the sherry cask maturation is there. It is apparent. I get glacé cherries. Let's just wake it up a little bit. Kind of almost like cola cubes. Give me one sec, guys. I've just noticed the camera's about to run out of battery, so let me just plug the charger in to make sure it doesn't run out mid-film. 2 seconds. Hang on. 2 seconds, guys, sorry. Sorry about this, didn't want to mess the review up. There we go, sorted. Right, anyway, back to it. Okay, so, yeah, so I lost my train of thought there. Definitely glacé cherries. There's almond notes coming through. Again, toffee. That's it, kind of a fruit toffee. It's really kind of quite fruity. Right, let's have a taste. Right, compared to the 10, the finish on this is, it stays longer in the mouth. A slight bit more spiciness there than the 10. And you get a lovely kind of, imagine almost like a really fruity black coffee. There's a bit of that there. There's milk chocolate with this one, rather than you kind of, with a lot of whiskies, a lot of sherry cask matured whiskies, I can tend to get kind of dark chocolate. This is definitely a milk chocolate. It does remind me of like a cherry frangipan, almonds and glacé cherries, and there's some honey as well. It's one of those ones that you definitely have to dissect a bit. There's kind of layers of this. Apple, which is the Glengoyne character. It's completely soft and you don't get any kind of, there's no smoke at all. You get that kind of chewy, it's like one of those kind of amber, imagine like an amber ale. So they're kind of slightly sweeter, more malty kind of ales. It really is like you can taste the malt. Decent mouthfeel. Just a really well balanced sherry cask matured whiskey. There's obviously some American oak there used as well, I would say. It is, again, like the 10-year-old, it is a very, very well put together dram. It's a cracking little whiskey for someone who wants to get into, again, you get into the sherry matured realms of whiskey, but you don't want to go straight in at something like Glendronach or Glenfarclas. I like it. It is good. It is better than 10-year-old, I will say that. Let's have one more taste. There's a kind of nuttiness there as well. Almost like a very, very, very subtle pecan, or pecan, however you want to say it. Yeah, good. Again, a perfect whiskey for your kind of beginner that is looking to expand into something slightly richer, slightly more complex in terms of the actual flavour profile. Score-wise, I'm giving that around about, I have to think about it, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's good, I do think it's good, and I think I would recommend seeking it out if you are new to whiskey and you want something a little bit more challenging and a little bit more complex than the 10-year-old. 7.5 out of 10. We'll move on to straight away, I'm going to record this now and then you'll see it the week after, this awesome single cask that I bought myself, straight from the distillery. So I'm going to record that straight away now and you'll see that next week. Cheers guys, bye bye.